In the heart of Persia, a spiritual luminary emerged, a beacon of light in a time of great spiritual seeking. His light illuminated the path for countless seekers, guiding them through the complexities of life and spirituality. Bayazid Bastami, a name synonymous with divine ecstasy and profound mystical experiences, stands tall in the annals of Sufism. His life was a testament to the boundless possibilities of human consciousness. Born in the 8th century CE, Bayazid's life and teachings continue to inspire awe and wonder. His wisdom transcends time, offering insights that are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. His journey exemplifies the transformative power of faith, the relentless pursuit of self-knowledge, and the ultimate union with the divine. Bayazid's teachings were not confined to any single tradition. They transcended religious boundaries, emphasizing the universal language of love and experience. He beckoned seekers from all walks of life to embark on an inward journey, a pilgrimage to the depths of the heart where the divine resides. His words, often paradoxical and enigmatic, were designed to awaken the soul, to shatter preconceived notions, and to guide aspiring Sufis towards true enlightenment. Bayazid's legacy is a living testament to the power of spiritual awakening. His teachings continue to resonate, inviting us to explore the depths of our own hearts. His life and words remain a guiding light, a source of inspiration for those who seek to understand the mysteries of existence. Bayazid Bastami's journey is a timeless reminder of the transformative power of faith and the endless quest for divine truth. Bayazid's early life was marked by a deep-seated yearning for spiritual truth. Though born into a wealthy family, material possessions held little allure for him. He thirsted for knowledge and wisdom, spending countless hours in prayer and contemplation. It was this unquenchable thirst that led him to the path of Sufism, a path that would forever alter the course of his life. One day, as a young man, Bayazid encountered a renowned Sufi master. This encounter ignited a spark within him, awakening a dormant spiritual longing. Recognizing his disciple's potential, the master initiated Bayazid into the Sufi path, guiding him through the intricacies of spiritual practice and self-purification. Bayazid's spiritual journey was punctuated by extraordinary experiences and miracles. Tales of his ability to heal the sick, predict the future, and even appear in multiple places at once abound in Sufi lore. However, Bayazid himself cautioned against seeking miracles for their own sake, emphasizing that true miracles lie in the transformation of the heart. For Bayazid, ethical conduct and unwavering faith were paramount. He believed that true spirituality manifested not through supernatural feats, but through compassion, humility, and an unwavering commitment to serving others. His own life served as a testament to this belief, as he lived simply, shared his meager possessions with the poor, and treated all beings with kindness and respect. Section 4. Ego's demise, love's rise, annihilation and union. Central to Bayazid's teachings was the concept of fana, the annihilation of the ego in the face of the divine. This profound idea was not just a philosophical notion, but a practical guide for spiritual seekers. He believed that the ego, with its desires and attachments, acted as a veil, obscuring the soul's true nature. The ego, in its relentless pursuit of worldly gains, created barriers that distanced the soul from its divine origin. Only by transcending the limitations of the ego, he argued, could one hope to experience true union with God. This transcendence was not an easy path, but a journey of deep introspection and unwavering devotion. Bayazid's teachings on ego annihilation were often expressed through paradoxical sayings and poetic metaphors. These metaphors served as keys to unlock deeper understanding and reflection. He compared the ego to a mosquito trying to swallow the sun, highlighting its insignificance in the face of the divine. This vivid imagery underscored the futility of the ego's grandiose ambitions. His teachings emphasized the importance of surrendering to a love so all-encompassing that it consumed all traces of the self, paving the way for a blissful and eternal union with the beloved. This surrender was seen as the ultimate act of devotion, where the self dissolved into the vast ocean of divine love, achieving a state of eternal peace and unity. Section 5. Echoes of Ecstasy, Bayazid's Enduring Legacy. Bayazid Bastami's impact on Sufism remains profound to this day. His influence is not just a relic of the past, but a living, breathing force that continues to shape the spiritual landscape. His teachings, passed down through generations of Sufi masters, continue to inspire and guide seekers on their spiritual journeys. These teachings are not merely theoretical, but are lived experiences that have been shared and cherished over centuries. He is revered as one of the pioneers of the intoxicated school of Sufism, characterized by its emphasis on ecstatic experiences and the expression of divine love through poetry and music. This school of thought has given rise to some of the most beautiful and profound expressions of human spirituality. Bayazid's legacy extends far beyond the realm of Sufism, however. His influence can be seen in various spiritual traditions around the world, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. His teachings on self-knowledge, the importance of love and compassion, and the transformative power of spiritual experience resonate with seekers from all backgrounds. These universal principles have the power to unite people from diverse walks of life in a shared quest for deeper understanding and connection. His life serves as a timeless reminder that the journey towards enlightenment is an inward one, a pilgrimage to the heart of our own being where the divine awaits. This inward journey is a path that each of us can embark upon, regardless of our external circumstances, leading us to a place of inner peace and profound spiritual fulfillment. Section 6. The Sufi Way. Simplicity, love, and self-transcendence. Bayazid's life embodied the essence of the Sufi path: simplicity, love, and the relentless pursuit of self-transcendence. He shunned worldly possessions, seeking fulfillment not in material wealth but in the riches of the spirit. His heart overflowed with love for all beings, recognizing the divine spark within every creature. His teachings emphasized the importance of purifying the heart from envy, greed, and hatred, cultivating instead virtues of humility, generosity, and compassion. Through rigorous self-examination and unwavering devotion, Bayazid believed, one could chip away at the ego's grip, ultimately achieving a state of blissful union with the divine. Section 7. Bayazid's Light, a timeless beacon for seekers. Centuries after his passing, Bayazid Bastami's light continues to shine brightly, illuminating the path for spiritual seekers across the globe, guiding them with wisdom. His teachings remind us that the journey towards enlightenment is an ongoing process, demanding unwavering commitment, sincere self-reflection, and an open heart. By embracing the principles of humility, love, and self-transcendence that Bayazid so eloquently espoused, we too can embark on a journey of self-discovery, ultimately realizing our full potential as spiritual beings. His life serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that the divine resides within each of us, waiting to be discovered and embraced.
He had more faith in the scholars and mystics than in the general admiration and astonishment of the Muslims towards this ascetic who appeared illiterate. The Zoroastrians of Bastami had such a belief about him when one of them was asked why he did not become a Muslim. He replied, "If Islam is what Yazid has, I cannot bear it, and if it is what you practice, I am not interested in it." It is said that when Ahmad Khazruya, a prominent figure in Islamic mysticism, came to visit Bayazid, Bayazid said to him, "How many pilgrimages do you make?" Ahmad, known for his wisdom, replied, "When water remains in one place, it becomes foul." Bayazid, acknowledging Ahmad's wisdom, responded, "Be like the sea so that you do not become stagnant." This exchange is significant, as it illustrates the mutual respect and understanding between these two influential mystics. Bayazid had relationships with the well-known mystics of his time and corresponded with them. Among them, Abu Turab al-Naqshbandi once visited him. and Dual-Nun al-Misri also corresponded with him. Yahya al-Mu'az also exchanged letters with him. In a letter to Bayazid, it is said that he once wrote, "I drank from the cup of love and became intoxicated." Bayazid replied, "Another one drank from the seas of the heavens and the earth and still has his tongue out, saying, 'Is there more?'" The meeting of Ahmad Khazruya with Bayazid is famous, and the conversation Bayazid had with Ahmad's wife Amina is even more well-known. It is said that this woman gave her husband her dowry, a large sum, and asked him to take her to Bayazid. Ahmad took her to Bayazid, and she uncovered her face when she sat before him. Ahmad asked, "Why do you uncover your face before Bayazid?" She replied, "Because when I look at him, I forget the pleasures of the self. But when I look at you, I return to the pleasures of the self." After this meeting, Ahmad asked Bayazid to advise him, and Bayazid replied, "Learn chivalry from your wife." The conversation between Bayazid and Ibrahim al-San'ani al-Harawi also reflects the lofty ideals and wit of Ibrahim. When Ibrahim came to Bastami, Bayazid went to greet him and said, "I wish to make you my intercessor so that my sins may be forgiven." Ibrahim replied, "If all the people of the world accept my intercession, I would have only forgiven a handful of dust." It is said that when Ahmad Khazruya came to Bastami to see Bayazid, he was accompanied by many of his disciples and followers, reportedly numbering 1,000. Bayazid's life in Bastami was mostly spent in solitude and seclusion, and his interactions with others were limited. He would often spend his days in prayer and meditation, and his nights in contemplation. What is known about his life is scarce, and much of what is found in Tadkirat al-Awliya is more legendary and anecdotal than factual. Once, someone asked Bayazid how he reached such a level of knowledge. Bayazid replied, "Through a hungry stomach and a bare body." These words and the stories attributed to him suggest that part of his time was spent in seclusion and asceticism. There were moments when Bayazid was overtaken by a state of spiritual ecstasy, a state of spiritual intoxication that transcended rational speech, a testament to his deep spiritual journey. Ahmad al-Ghazali, in his book Al-Sawani fi al-Ishq, writes, Bayazid said, "I often thought that I wanted him, but in reality it was he who wanted me first. He loved me before he desired me." Sheikh Ruzbehan al-Bakli, in his Abhar al-Ashikin, quotes Sana'i as saying that Bayazid said, "Glory to him, not from ignorance, but from ignorance of what is hidden in the essence of God." Another statement attributed to Bayazid carries a Vedic tone and is equivalent to saying, "I am with the Supreme," or "You are that." He says, "I went from one God to another, and from within I heard this, 'O you, I am,' meaning I have reached the state of annihilation in God, Fana fi Allah." These expressions indicate that divine worship has reached a state of transcendence, where the human soul identifies its essence with God in its ascent from self-awareness. Bayazid says in another account, "I am like a deep ocean with no beginning and no end." Someone asked him, "What is the throne?" He answered, "I am." They asked, "What is the kursi, the divine footstool?" He replied, "I am." Likewise, when they asked him about the tablet, law, and the pen, kalam, he responded, "I am." Thus, he identified with the prophets and angels. When the questioner was astonished, he explained, "Whoever is annihilated in God and grasps the truth will become one with the truth. Since there is no longer I, God sees himself within himself." The author of Usul al-Fusul writes, "For a long time I endeavored to investigate the disagreement regarding the birth and death of Bayazid. Through God's grace, the truth became clear. In Bastami and Qom, now in ruins, 4 individuals named Bayazid differing only in the names of their fathers and ancestors. The author of Mujmal al-Fasihi, the author of Tariq al-Fil, and the compiler of Tariq al-Ghazida also believed there were 4 Bayazids in Bastami. In any case, just as Hafez was a poet by nature, Bayazid Bastami was, by nature, a mystic. It is said that when Bayazid passed away, he left nothing behind except the clothes he wore. Throughout his life, he gave away whatever worldly wealth he acquired to people in need. As the saying goes, a single drop of heart's jewel fell into the sea, and neither the seas nor the heavens could match its value. Bayazid Bastami, from the perspective of Shams Tabrizi, regarding the intellectual revolution and turmoil of Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, Rumi, upon his first encounter with Shams ad-Din Muhammad Tabrizi in Konya, Shams ad-Din Ahmad Aflaki writes in his book Manaqib al-Arifin, "One day, while Maulana was leaving the school of the cotton merchants in Konya and mounted his mule, all the students and scholars followed him on foot. Suddenly, Shams ad-Din arose, ran ahead, grabbed the mule's reins and asked Maulana questions about the mystical station of Bayazid. Maulana became so disoriented that he fell off the mule and fainted. When he regained consciousness, he took Shams' hand and walked him to his school, where they remained secluded in a room for 40 days. When Shams asked Rumi, who is greater, Bayazid Bastami or Muhammad bin Abdullah, the Prophet? Rumi replied, "What is this question? Muhammad is the seal of the prophets. How could one compare him with Bayazid?" Shams Tabrizi responded, "Then why did the Prophet say, 'We have not known you as you ought to be known'?" And Bayazid Bastami said, Subhani, how great is my station." Rumi was so bewildered that he fell from his mule and fainted again. When he regained consciousness, he walked with Shams to the school, and they secluded themselves for 40 days in a room. Bayazid Bastami, from Shams Tabrizi's perspective, Shams summarized it. "Our school is these four walls of flesh. Its teacher is great, but I won't say who it is. Its temple is the heart." Bayazid was very particular about the pilgrimage to Mecca. It was his custom that whenever he entered a city, he first visited the saints and then attended to other matters. When he arrived in Basra, he went to see a dervish. The dervish asked him, "Where are you going, O Abu Yazid?" Bayazid replied, "I am going to Mecca to visit the house of God." The dervish asked, "What provision are you taking?" Bayazid answered, 200 dirhams. The dervish said, "Get up and circle me 7 times and give me that money." Bayazid stood up, opened his pouch, took out the money, kissed it, and placed it before him. The dervish said, "That is the house of God, and this heart of mine is also the house of God. But know that God is the Lord of both houses, and the house that he built, he has not entered. From the moment it was built, it has remained unoccupied."